na finance associate at may tungkulin sa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo, ay na-diagnose na mayroong level 1 autism spectrum. Ang kondisyon niyang ito hindi naging hadlang upang siya ay makatapos ng pag-aaral, makapaghanap buhay ng marangal at higit sa lahat, maisagawa ang isang nararapat na pagkilala at paglilingkod sa ating Panginoong Diyos. Ating lalong kilalanin ng ating kapatid mula sa lokal ng Sacramento Distrito ng Makati at alamin ang kanyang istorya ng pagtawag. Ngayong Sabado, alas 8 ng gabi sa INCRadio at INC-TV.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to those who are tuning into our broadcast this evening. I am Sister Arlene Malikton from the local congregation of Guam, and you are tuning into INCRadio Micronesia. And tonight we have an interesting topic for those who are hardworking and also those in a career. So we would love to hear from those who are here listening to our broadcast. If you're following us here on the YouTube channel, please go ahead and drop a comment. Follow us in our discussion because we have a discussion we would like to hear from all of our guests this evening and also from our listeners in the YouTube chat. So once again, I'm Sister Arlene Malikton from the local congregation of Guam, and I'm not just by myself, but with also a co-host, and I want to go ahead and introduce him because it's been a while since you've seen him. So, Brother Michael?
Hi, Ate. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our district of Micronesia. My name is Michael. I'm from the locale of Guam, and I will be helping our Ate Arlene co-host for tonight.
Right, exactly. Thank you, Brother Michael, for being with me here this evening. Although we are broadcasting in different locations here in the island of Guam and also in a different island, we want to go ahead and also introduce to everyone what is our topic this evening, Brother Michael.
So we have our topic, which is establishing a career.
Absolutely, yes. So, Brother Michael, I know you're in a specific department and industry, right? Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Okay, so I work at the tourism industry. So my position at work is in the human resources admin side. So that's where I landed right now. I'm there, and I'm going in for, I believe it's already been 3 years.
Wow, congratulations, Brother Michael. Yeah, it's a good industry and also a position to be in. That was actually my ideal job. So you took it. And that's okay because my ideal job is really like, honestly, I'm all hands around. Of course, business administration stuff. So that's what I pretty much do. But yes, Brother Michael, what more to have an HR and employee? I was going to say employee, but no personnel here in this broadcast this evening. So what more to have you as my
Okay,
host?
I'm not a pro at it. So
You're not a pro at it.
don't ask me too much questions for it.
That's true. That's true. And we will definitely hear from our other person that is here. It's actually our guest. You have seen him here before. He's in a different local congregation here in the island of Guam. Brother Jared, let's go ahead and introduce yourself again.
Hello, hi, buenas and half a day. My name is Jared Andrada. I'm from the locale of Machinao, and I'm currently a financial management analyst.
Yes, I see that. Are you also certified, Brother Jared?
Yes, I'm actually a certified public accountant and a certified management accountant.
See, and that's a career, right? you have to be certified to do that. There's tests involved and making sure you're up to par to all the laws, right, and regulations. And wow, what more? And you work for the federal government? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, sis.
Okay.
I work for the
All
federal
right.
government.
So how is it in your job? How do you like it so far? Is this your career so far?
Uh, it's one aspect of the what I studied in college, and it's enjoyable. I like what I do. It's meaningful. I feel like we're doing meaningful work, so I enjoy it.
That's good. Are you pretty much? Do you feel like you you enjoy it so much that it's almost like, you know how they say, the saying is, if you really love your job, it's like you never work a day in your life. Is it something like that?
I heard that saying, but I'm not there yet.
Ah,
I
dang.
mean, I like my coworkers, but I'm not there
that's,
yet.
that's true. They always like to say that kind of saying, like, if you love your job or you like what you're doing, you never ever will work a day of your life, ever a day in your life, right? I don't know if it's okay with Brother Michael, if he feels the same way. Do you?
Um, I, I'm in the middle. I'm on the fence.
I
I
know
do
we're
enjoy
all.
it. I
So it
really do
sounds like
enjoy
you're
it.
still enjoying. You're still establishing your career. Then is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So there's still a long way, a lot more experience, lots of like still a lot to learn. So
All
it's just
right.
over the ice for.
So now that we're talking about establishing a career, with also Brother Jared and you, Brother Michael, um, what, if you can recall, what were the first steps you took when choosing this kind of field? Like, for example, Brother Jared, the financial field. What were the steps that you have taken?
Um, I guess for me, just speaking from experience, I actually didn't know coming out of high school what I wanted to do. I just prayed and then I spoke to my mom, and my mom was just telling me, it's almost the end of the world. Maybe get something you can do in 4 years and just enjoy your life. So kind of pushed me towards accounting, and I really didn't know much of it. But when I started studying accounting in college, I actually enjoyed it. So listen to your mom. Pray first, but listen to your mom, right?
Right. Well, that's good. I know that your mom is also in the accounting profession, or she was, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So see, what an inspiration, and maybe her genes, you know, of numbers and
Maybe,
accounting, kind of like poured it over to you.
maybe.
you know, I can attest to that too, because like my mom's a numbers person too. Although she's not in the accounting field, um, I tend to love numbers. So although I'm not in the accounting field, I do accounting work. So I'm not as like certified as you, Brother Jared, but yes, those are the little small steps that we take, right? You never know what you're gonna land, and if you like it, you're gonna end up pursuing it. I think, Brother Michael, you also mentioned that a little bit in our pre-show, that sometimes you just have to figure it out, right? Can you explain it a little bit for us?
Well, I mean, for us, it's not just on our own. We have our Lord God, of course, right, to guide us, but we have to do our part. And so that's where when it's given for us, we have our devotional prayer, and then you just go out there, right? If you're not,
Mm-hmm.
if you're one that's not really sure of what to do yet, you can start from what you're comfortable with. At least for me, when I didn't expect to have the job that I have today. It was pretty much offered for me, but it was the same. It was the same for like when I was in high school. I had this feeling to help like people. So in high school I was gearing towards going to the medical field. Eventually it didn't really happen, but where I'm placed now in my job, it's still there. I'm helping as much because human resources, your human relations, right? my boss. Yeah, my boss just reminded me that today in the meeting. So human relations, you're still helping people for that.
Yeah, that's true because the tourism industry, you do have to depend on people, right? People make the hospitality, not just robots. Not just
That's the
robots.
one, hospitality. I said tourism earlier. Hospitality, that was the end.
That's okay. We kind of figured it out because here in Guam, our number one industry here would be our tourism. So that's the one thing that we definitely are focusing on when it comes to our economy. So uh, that is great to say about what you're comfortable with, Brother Michael. Because now we're gonna go on to asking, since the comfortability, the uncomfortability of stuff in your life or in your strengths and weaknesses. Um, brother, brother Jared, when you were making your career decisions, you talked a little bit about you didn't know anything about accounting, the financial stuff. Um, how did you identify if that was your strength or if that was your weakness?
That's a very good question. Actually, in I guess in high school, one of my favorite subjects was math. So good thing it kind of played out that way, right? So kind of understanding your strengths and weaknesses. That's it. How would I say? Like I'm just going to talking about the strength. I mean, when you're choosing like your career field,
Mhm.
just going to that topic, kind of understanding your strength and really position yourself to like how do I say it? Where you can add value to a company or an agency based on some of your specialties. Like one thing I would like to say is like my how do you say it? So I'm drawing blanks here. I'm getting a little bit nervous, but I'm trying to think. Let me start with my weaknesses. My weaknesses definitely is not public is public speaking, right? So that's why I like to be behind a computer, and that's where I know I need to improve on my public speaking. But for your strengths, like my financial analysis and
Mhm.
a lot of process automation, try to help streamline some of the processes at work. That I felt
Love
like I was
that.
able to add value, but my public speaking definitely is like a weakness. I'm trying to work on it. Agreeing to host in the radio or guest speak in the radio practice, but
But you're pretty much not in front of a lot of people. You're just in front of me and Brother Michael and our team right now. So definitely you are getting there, even though we may have bloomed late. Because I am exactly like you, Brother Jared. Like I was not comfortable of public speaking, but I was able to just face my fear and do it, right? And just do it, and I did it. Um, yes, understanding your strengths and weaknesses. I can attest also to what you said about math being your favorite subject. High school, I think I'm a very logic person too. So when it came to accounting, I'm gonna just say in accounting, right? I was able to figure out, okay, you can't balance this side with that side, right? To to make it even, right? And so I figured that accounting would be my profession, right? To go into. Was that something, Brother Michael, that happens with you in your so forth career field that you're in?
Not quite. When I accepted the job of being in human resources, I didn't know what was coming, so I never had experience. I was starting at really zero experience.
Wait,
So,
I thought you did like payroll and stuff, like HR
oh yeah,
stuff.
that's another thing. That's another thing. I didn't know that I was starting to as in there specifically in my company. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start off as HR. I started off, helping with the payroll side. So even that, I had no experience, but I was willing to, I was willing. It was really willing to learn and try, and it's gonna help as many people, in my workplace. So I really just went for it.
Good for it
I
too.
didn't. I know I was gonna be like nervous of the, what do you call it, like when you're making mistakes, right? But that's just part of it. That's just part of the experience. So there's a lot of variables to what can come when, when you're having your strengths, your weaknesses. It just comes in the experiences. You won't know your strengths, you won't know your weakness unless you don't put yourself out there.
I agree. How about you, Brother Jared? Do you agree on that one? Is there something that if you're not in this career field, what would you be?
If I'm not in this career field, I wanted to be a singer, but that's not gonna work out. I mean, my mom told me maybe just don't sing and do something else, right?
Really? I didn't know that about you, Brother Jared. You wanted to be a singer, like
Karaoke, you know.
karaoke
Sample,
singer.
sample
You know what?
karaoke.
If I had it my way, or like not really my way, but if things were aligned for me, I think I would have like probably be like in the astronaut program or something like that. Honestly, yeah, I definitely, that's a lot of math, a lot of science to go through, and I just thought like, is this really the path I want to go to? So, of course, I decided to go a different way. Maybe I could be in the office, right? Sit in the chair, punching some numbers, do all that stuff. But it's fine. And I think I agree with my career decision as you know, a business admin, right? Business admin. So now, as we wrap up this discussion, right? Um, what would you say is that interested you the most to be on the career path for you right now? What interested you the most? So, Brother Jared, what was that point in your life, that or that thing that captured your attention to go in the financial field?
Okay, or you're talking about my current career
Yeah.
field.
Mhm.
So I guess throughout the course of my career, or I've jumped around a few jobs, practicing accounting, right? So a few things that I realized I enjoyed was like analyzing data, reconciling, and like building, is kind of nerdy, but building tools to make processes more efficient in a way, right? And in my current capacity, it, what excites me is the information that I provide directly supports like leadership's decision, because I work with a lot of the leaders, and they're basing some of the decision on the information that I provide them. So that's pretty cool.
That's so cool. Are there like tricks and tips that you can probably show us? Is it like Excel and all the other
Definitely, we can have another segment, and then we can whatever we can do Q&A, however you guys want to do it. We can figure
That'd be
something out.
so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I probably get my tips and tricks like on social media if I ever need something like quick to know, like how do I do this and how do I do that?
Oh, definitely.
I just
Google has
get it
everything nowadays, right?
right, and then tells you
Yeah,
step by step on how to do it instead of like actually physically get trained for it, right? Yeah. So that's good. I like that that interest of building stuff and giving almost immediate information for analysis. That's good. I like that. I never thought about it that way for an accounting or financial uh, person as you, right? How about you, Brother Michael? In choosing your current path right now, what is the
Right
one that
now,
really keeps you like there?
I wouldn't really say my current job now, but I, I've I've chose to take interest in it almost it's almost about 10 years now, and this is, like in the photography and the videography side. That
uh, your
Yeah,
interests and your hobbies, right?
yeah, yeah, that's what I really, or like I really desired to do for the rest of my life. It's I know it's challenging. The market is really challenging right now,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I should have started early before, but I know there's still time. I know there's still time. So
Yeah.
there's a possibility. I could do a career shift. But with my career now, I still enjoy it. I really like the part where I can talk to people, because before I wasn't like open to anyone. Before I was really a shy guy. I don't know if Kuya Jared, you've seen me before. Me growing up, I wouldn't talk to anyone. So you know it's for me, it's my personality changed drastically over the years, and it fits to where I'm working now, where I'm helping as much as I can with people with whatever they need help with.
Nice. Thank you, Brother Michael. And also thank you, Brother Jared, for being our guest this evening here on INC Radio Micronesia, talking about establishing a career. You, as both of you, as career uh, career people, it's also an inspiration to those who would love to pursue the different fields in business, right? In finance, we can get someone else on here, maybe like a teacher or someone in a different field like construction or something. They might have a different aspect of our questions, right? And we want to go ahead and give way to maybe some of those answers we can probably find on the YouTube chat. So Kuya Tech, let's go ahead and go on our next segment and go ahead and play that YouTube chat plug.
Hey, Team Live Chat! Thank you for supporting us. We love hearing about your experiences here on INC Radio. Let us also know where you are joining us from.
Are you familiar with our hashtag challenge? If not, you can also participate by mentioning your local congregation as well as which Christian family organization you belong to.
Near the end of our broadcast, we will announce the hashtag challenge winners, so please continue engaging with us in the comments below. We hope you have a nice day and enjoy our show.
Thank you po, Kuya Tek. And now let's move on to one of my favorite parts, which is checking out the comments. So let's see what everyone has been saying. So first we have Brother Roger Villegas Jr. saying, "Good evening po to our District Minister, Brother Jobin Sapilya Jr. and family po. And also good evening to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan and family po, hashtag Cobblerville." And there's also some YouTube question answers, which Sister Jade answered. She said, she doesn't really know what career she wants to do yet, but she knows that our Lord God will be able to help us find that career and future that can bring blessings to our lives. And of course, for her, what it means to establish a career is that you are able to achieve and fulfill a gift that God has given us to work on for the rest of our future, and of course that we can receive a lasting job that can be God's instrument in guiding us po. And there's also some different brethren from other districts po. We have Sister Ruben saying happy viewing po from the local ng Rosario Distrito ng La Union po, and as well as Sister Erich from the local of Rosario District of La Union. And of course, we have some hashtags from Guam, from Sister Alessandra Manzanilla. She said, "Good evening, Micronesia," hashtag happy viewing from hashtag Guam, hashtag Kadiwa, and hashtag CWS. And we have more local greetings. We have Sister Erin Villegas saying good evening to our district of Micronesia, especially to our district minister and to our assistant district minister and to their families. Hashtag Buklod, hashtag Cobblerville. And we also have Brother Jovi Ambrosio saying, "Good evening po, happy viewing to all the brethren in the district of Micronesia. Hashtag Koror Palau, hashtag Buklod po." And also, we also have Sister Jade once more. She also greeted our her local po, and she's one of the early birds as always. And she also greeted our district minister, Brother Joven Sipuli Jr., and our assistant district minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, and family po. So we really, really appreciate po for all of those people who shared their answers and their greetings for their local po. And it's really interesting to hear, that how each of us understand what it means to build a career. And we really, really appreciate hearing from you po. So keep them coming. And if we didn't get to read yours tonight, don't worry because there's always next time po. And now let's move on to our next segment, which is our CFO in action.
CFO in action.
Okay, so for our CFO in action po, and for our Micronesia lineup, there will be an activity on Guam. It will be the CFO fitness run and walk at Dedado Sports Complex at 6 a.m. po.
Thank you so much, Sister Jillian, for that. Definitely miss you here on INC Radio Micronesia. It's been a while. And to those who are tuning into our broadcast, we want to also invite you for next week's broadcast. Same time, 9:30 p.m. Tomorrow Standard Time. And that will also take part on this Friday. So we'll see you again on that next broadcast as well. Now we want to go ahead and mention all our thank yous and greetings to many special brethren here. Let's go ahead and start with Sister Julian.
Before we end our show, we would like to extend our greetings and thank you to, first of all, our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo.
And we also would like to continue to extend our thanks to our district staff, to our district minister, Brother Joven Cipilio Jr., also to our assistant district minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, our CFO overseer, Brother Roger Manzanillo Jr., and to our DMA advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr. We'd also want to thank our crew members there in Saipan, Sister Jillian, Sister Bam, Brother Matt. Here on the island of Guam, we have our Ate Arlene, Sister Anne, Sister Faye, Sister Randy, also Sister Gwen, our Kuya Randy, and our Kuya Sean. And we also would like to thank our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and to our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel and Daya Clement.
All right. Thank you so much, Brother Michael, for that. And that is a wrap this evening. So we want to say good night, Micronesia. Thank you so much for your love and support here on our INC Radio Micronesia Satellite Studio. And also saying good morning and good afternoon to those all around the world tuning with us. So, half a day. Good night.